The world seems to be getting more and more reliant on electronic gadgets. They seem to be everywhere, some bigger than others, but they all have an impact on the way that people live. If you were to take a peek inside one of these devices, you would see electronic components stuck to board. It all looks very confusing, which is why businesses make use of PCB design services. For those who might not know, those three initials mean printed circuit board, and when you look at one, it is easy to understand why when designing them, it is always preferable to utilize professional bodies. On its own, the board is of a simple laminate structure and will be available in a range of sizes and thicknesses. The size is determined by where it is due to fit in the equipment. Once the actual size has been worked out, the designers can start to create a template. On this, they can plot instructions, such as the position of the screw holes used to mount the board. Also of critical importance is how will power be introduced to the board, and where will it come from. Circuit boards are normally of one of two basic types. They are either through board or surface mount. Side by side, they are simple to tell apart. The components employed by a surface mount board will be much smaller. They can be the better option should weight be of prime concern, or if the circuit is complicated, but there is not much room. It has to be said that an individual will most likely see the through board version. On these, the electronic components are attached to metal legs. These legs are lined up and inserted through the holes in the board. The opposite side is home to the metal tracks. The component legs are securely soldered to these tracks. The tracks are also there to make sure that power only goes where it is meant to. Once the choice of which type of board has been made, the planning of the circuit itself can take place. The designers need to know exactly what the client wants the component to do. From there, a detailed wiring diagram can be thought out alongside a schematic diagram. Once the theoretical circuit has been completed, a working model can be made. The side of the circuit board opposite the metal tracks will also have the schematic printed on it. This allows the technical team to know exactly which electronic component is to be fitted where. As soon as all of the components are fitted and secured, testing can commence. An independent, professional approach really can be very beneficial rather than attempting it yourself. As a consequence, there are many enterprises who do prefer to use independent PCB design services, so that electronic gadget in your hand, making your life easier, is a real team effort involving many more people than you might have once thought.